Hey y'all, this is Val at Our Forever Farm. We're going to start this pantry challenge update with a pan of gravy made in an iron skillet. Just took a little bacon grease and cooked my flour, and I used powdered milk because I didn't want to use any of my evaporated milk, half and half, heavy whipping cream, or milk. To go with that delicious gravy, I looked in the freezer and found these biscuits that I had baked and put in there, and all I had to do was thaw for a few minutes and reheat them. I also had the bacon in the freezer already cooked. This pantry challenge really makes you stop and think and use what you had. I mean, this is a great breakfast. And the paper plates were from the holidays. So here I've opened a can of tomatoes, and I've got some okra out of the freezer that I'm going to cut up.
So I was watching this okra and I thought, I need to tell y'all about this and remind you what a farmer told me. He told me to take the okra right out of the garden, just like this, put it in a garbage bag. I put mine in Ziplocs, it works fine. Don't wash them, and
then you just cut them up. It's much easier in the winter than it is in the summer.
Well, that's exactly how I do it. Just wash it off and let it drain.
And now we have the base to homemade vegetable soup. Now I'm going to peel a few potatoes. Just a little tip, if you don't know it, you can put a paper towel or wax paper down in the bottom of your sink, peel your potatoes, easily thrown away or put in your garden. Now I'm just going to chop these potatoes up in bite-sized pieces and just put them in with the tomatoes and okra. And drop these right down in the pot. This is my favorite vegetable soup. If you're looking for a recipe here or measurements, you won't find them. Just put in what you love. Now I'm adding some whole kernel corn. I did not want to go down to the freezer to get fresh corn, so I just used what I had in my pantry. The cornbread's ready, and if you're looking for a recipe for that, I've got it in the description box. I added a can of butter beans to this, and I'm going to let it simmer till the potatoes are done. I chopped up a red onion I found in my refrigerator that needed to be used, and he'll never know it's in there. It's going to be good. When my mom was sick, my friend Judy, she canned a dozen pint jars of fresh green beans for us. I mean, that's a lot of work. What a gift of love. I'm adding some Worcestershire sauce and hot sauce. Then I'm adding some salt and pepper to taste. And it's ready to serve. This is our favorite delicious vegetable soup. Soup and cornbread on a cold day. And now we're moving on to the next morning, where I fried some hash browns, buttered some toast, and served Miranda's breakfast casserole that I had in the freezer.
What you think, Sweet Hunter?
That looks great.
Freezer breakfast casserole, hash browns, sauce and sour cream, and almost burnt toast. Looks good though, don't it?
Looks great. Looks good.
We were quite lazy this morning, and I made that freezer breakfast casserole meal that Maranda had made. I want to show you, we have all these luscious mushrooms in this beautiful broth. Was left over from yesterday's meal. Porkchopmarsala, I think is how you say it. I might be saying that wrong. I don't know. I have another one, and it's got the butter noodles, more of the butter noodles in it. So I've got two of these, so I'm going to add them to the pan. Here I've cut up the pork chops in bite-sized pieces, trying to use what I have. I'm going to add some dehydrated onions to this. I think that will make it really good. Now, this looks delicious just like this, but when it gets to boiling, I'll show you what else I'm going to do, and it will make the soup. I'm going to add some spinach too. I don't have any fresh spinach, but I had the canned spinach, and believe it or not, when I opened this, it had spinach in it. If you missed that video, you need to go find it, where I opened it and it had something else in it. But I'm going to drain this, add this spinach to it. We're going to add the magic. So now I'm going to add the spinach to this.
I would have much rather preferred fresh spinach in this, but remember, we're using what we have. We're in a pantry challenge. We're using what we have.
So our soup is coming to a boil. I'm adding heavy whipping cream. I love heavy whipping cream. I think it's wonderful. When it comes to a boil, you add this. It'll add the creamiest texture. You're gonna love it.
This heavy whipping cream, it just tops off this creamy Italian soup. The texture, the creaminess, the richness, the boldness, it's perfect. It's just perfect. And that's why we call it magic. Remember, I'm taking leftovers from a meal that I made. You can see that video on the porkchopmarsala. I took the leftovers from that and made this Italian soup. I sent some to my son-in-law and daughter, and they said it was comparable to Olive Garden, which was a great compliment to me. I love taking what I have and making something delicious out of it. There's no rules in the kitchen. There's no can't do this or can do this. Just do something you love and use what you have and don't waste anything. Y'all know I love jars, so this is the way I gifted some soup to my family. The night before, I decided I'd make up some Dutch oven Crusty bread. The link will be in the description box. This is a beautiful bread, easy to make. If you've never made bread, this is the one you want to start with. It's delicious with soup. And now I've boiled some eggs and I'm peeling them, and I thought I'd talk to you just a minute. There are a lot of things that I won't show on the Pantry Challenge video once a week. And that will be things like this, boiled eggs. Boiled eggs and toast is a great breakfast. You don't have to have anything with it. It's really good. Grits, oatmeal, a lot of times I make cinnamon toast, blueberry muffins, things like that. So you don't have to do hard things, just do the simple things. Sometimes we just all get in a rut and need different ideas. Here's how I wrap my burritos, my breakfast burritos, and put them in the freezer.
I know you all know how to make a taco salad, but I'm gonna start with a layer of chips.
So I'm in the middle of canning beans, which you'll see in another video. I am in a hurry because we are going to church tonight, and our church is about an hour and a half away, and we're having a revival, and we've really enjoyed it. But here I'm making us a quick taco salad. All I'm doing is topping it with chili I had in my freezer meal, fast food. Then I add some cheese and lettuce and onions. It's so good. Now you could also use grilled chicken on this. You don't have to use the chili. Use what you have. And this pantry challenge, it will make you stop and think, and it will make you be more creative. Now here I'm adding salsa. If I had fresh tomatoes, I'd be adding that. I love romaine lettuce, so I did chop up some of that. I think that was my last head. I may have enough for one more salad without going to the store. Now this is cowboy candy, and I have one jalapeno left. I'm so sad. I'll have to make some more real quick, and we'll video that when we do it. This is delicious, sweet jalapeno. The brine in this jar will be used to pour over a roast to make steak tacos. It is delicious. And I'm going to add some sour cream here. If you haven't joined this pantry challenge and you want to, and you just don't want to announce it, you don't have to announce it. Just do it. It's fun. I would love to hear from you to see if you're doing it, though.
So while I'm waiting on my beans, I'm going to eat lunch. Sweet Hunter's Sweet Hunter is fishing, and he'll be back in a few minutes, and I'll fix him one. But don't this look good? Taco salad, pantry challenge.
We had a good time going out to eat with some friends after church. And then on Sunday, my family prepared a dinner for me at one of my daughter's houses. It was just beautiful, and it was delicious. I thanked them for it. Happy birthday to me, right? And this is my favorite birthday cake. It's a strawberry cake from Chelsea's Tea Room in Dalton, Georgia. A very special thank you to my family for this birthday dinner. I loved it. and y'all go cook something. Thank you for watching.